Hello, it's Thursday, the 17th of October 2019. Welcome along, boys and girls. This morning's United Kingdom talk comes to you from Bracknell in Royal Berkshire. A little bit cold outside this morning as I poked my nose, because it's big enough, you see. As I poked my nose outside my front door this morning, I thought, oh, it's a little bit cold in there, but the sun's out. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a nice day. I don't know if we've got any rain or not down here in the south, but nice, because I want to do my lilies later. I managed to get out to home base just here. Anyway, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Anyone on the 3 network? Oh, dear. I'm on the 3 network, and I noticed last night, it was about 12 o'clock last night, and is that clock crooked? Hang on a minute, just a minute. There we are. Sorry, I made a small adjustment to that earlier. I noticed last night there was no network at all. Nothing, as in nothing. Fortunately, of course, I've got the phone connected to my Virgin Media Wi-Fi, but that was working. And I thought, oh, well, that's a bit odd. But I didn't need the phone, so I wasn't particularly bothered about it. But I was watching BBC Breakfast this morning. Naga is on there, creating all sorts of trouble. And that business bloke was saying it's a big problem since last night. Indeed, in The Sun this morning, it says here, thousands of 3 network customers have taken to Twitter to say they have not been they've been left with no signal and unable to access the internet, their phones or calls, or make any calls since last night. And that's me. That's me as well. This is a massive outage. Customers raged. They raged. Should we do raging together this morning? This is not the only people who are raging. Commuters have been raging as well. I'll tell you about that in a minute. They have been raging. Let's rage together. Are you ready? Customers have been raging that they have been unable to use 4G, with a map showing thousands of 3 mobile users experienced problems since midnight last night. And indeed, although I can connect to the internet because of my my Virgin Media, actually the 3 signal is on at the moment, so I think it's working. It was certainly working here, but I'm not able to connect to my Wi-Fi equipment up at our Lincolnshire television studio complex, also known as the Caravan. Now, I've got various devices connected up there to my 4G 3 router, and I'm unable to talk to them. Those devices are smart plugs and the air conditioning come heating units as well. So I can't see anything up there at the moment, like the temperature or anything like that. You know, because if I notice it had dropped below 0, I'd put the heating on, because you don't want pipes freezing and things like that. You don't want to leave heating on, really, if you're not somewhere, because it costs money, you know? I mean, if I couldn't connect to internet, I'd probably leave it on low and just leave it on all the time. But with the smart plugs and Wi-Fi switching on and off, a bit like Hive. Some of you have got Hive, I know. Well, I've got a similar thing with the aircon come heating units, and I can turn those on and off from up here and see what temperature it is in the caravan. Well, I can't do anything like that at the moment. I can't connect to my Wi-Fi, which is 3 broadband. So clearly it's still up there. Let me just check it now, actually. I'll see if it's come back on up there. I mean, I can do stuff here, but whether it's gone up there or not, I don't know. It's very clever. Do you want to see this? Should I show you this? Okay, so here is my... Sometimes it's a little bit... you'll be able to see that. Right up there, that should be on there, but no. This device has no connectivity, so it's not connecting. And I've got another one up there. Let's try the smart plugs. No devices, so it can't see anything at all. So presumably the router is just not working at all up there at the moment. It's not connecting to the Wi-Fi. So it's a good job I'm down here, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do a show. See? You know, I'd hate not to be able to do what I love. That's why it would do my head in. It really would. And you know, the internet has been on and off there. Regular viewers to the show will know that the internet has been on and off there like no one's business. An absolute nightmare. When it works, it's fantastic. The fact that I'm able to use all this stuff with no actual cable coming in. But over the last... it started about 2 months ago, wasn't it? It was all right at first. And then it started giving me problems with the internet, and don't know why. The story in The Sun says 3 have apologised for the chaos, and so they are working on the issue with more than 9,000 customers without coverage from 8 o'clock this morning. But this started last night. Because I looked at my phone at about 12, about midnight it was, while I was just watching some of the television downstairs. What is it I watched last night? This war thing that's on BBC One Colour on Sunday nights. I watched the first episode, but I watched that around my mate's house. And they had the telly so low round there, so I had to, and you say, can you turn it up a bit? And he picks up the bloody remote control and turns it, touch. There you go, can you hear it now? No, turn it up 10 places. Touch. Oh, is that better? No, it's not. So it's just impossible to hear any television around his house. So I have to watch it all again here. So I've watched the first episode and the second episode of this particular war thing. I can't remember what it's called now, as I say, which is on BBC One on Sunday nights. First 2 episodes now on the iPlayer. It's very good. Very good. It just shows you what horrible people those Nazis were. And it's just like, if you said something bad to them, they just simply shoot you dead. Absolutely no heart or compassion whatsoever. Just dreadful. I don't think I could shoot anyone. I don't think I could, really, Especially, like, people that you wouldn't dream that people would shoot them, like people's mums and old people, just for the sake of they are old and no good and perhaps no use to us. Just horrible, horrible people. They really were, those Nazis, weren't they? Anyway, so that's a good programme to watch if you want to watch that, okay? Can't do anything with this collar this morning. It's most annoying. Anyway, back to this story. It says the 3 network comes a year after nearly 25 million people on the O2 network were hit with a 4G network meltdown as well. And there's a map there, so I don't know. But they don't keep in contact. The trouble is they don't keep it. You can't get on the website either. That doesn't seem to be working. Have they gone out of business? Have they done a Thomas Cook? Actually, talking of businesses going out of business, there's another one now, that camera place, Jessop's. I believe they're about to call in the receivers now. It's all going tits up, innit? I'll be the only one left here. All the shops will be gone. You'll have to get everything off Amazon. Everything will come off Amazon. And let me tell you, if you ever allow that to happen, those of you, like me, I admit to it as well, those of you like me who just sit at home and, I just order this. Oh, it's so much easier. Order it off Amazon. The moment they're the only ones left, you watch those prices shoot up then. Absolutely. That's what would happen. You've got to have competition in the business. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Right, let's say hello to some of you this morning. Oh, gorgeous ones. I can see you're looking. Can I just say, you're looking particularly gorgeous tonight. I'd like to come and touch you. I really would. Who wants to be touched by my hand today? Are you looking forward to being touched this morning? Let's hello to Joey Millen. Good morning, Joey. Jason Hughes, morning. Hello to Stephen Petty. Hello, Stephen. All well here this morning, Stephen. Diane Jebb in the house. John Aitken, good morning. He's got his cup of tea and puzzles. He does puzzles. You don't do puzzles, do you? Do you do puzzles? Are they wooden ones or are they like cardboard ones? My mum used to like doing puzzles. He's doing puzzles this morning. Good morning. Oh, you mean puzzles as in Sudoku or whatever it's called? I can't do that. All those numbers whirring around in my head. It's all too much for me, John. Morning to Stu Cook. Good morning to you. Hello to Curvy Petal. Morning, Curvy. Michael Pullman in the house. Morning, Michael. Hello to Gio, who's watching on the island of Philippines. Good morning, Gio. Nice to see you. One of our little karaoke people. Good morning to you. Hello to Paul and Lou. Mick Davenport in the house. Robert Dexter is on the free network but dropped asleep at around 8:30. Slept through it. Well, I don't know if it's affecting everyone. Someone said on the news thing this morning that if you turn your phone off and turn it on again, that might make it work. So I don't know. Don't know really. Don't know what's going on there. All right. Hello to Rachel Wheatland. She had a nice birthday yesterday. I saw all your presents. Cool, dear. Didn't you have a lot of presents, my darling? Nice things. Good morning. You look fantastic in those pictures yesterday, Rachel, I have to tell you. All right, my love. Good morning, Michael Lawrence. Shane Royal. Good morning, Shane. 4G just come back online in Manchester. I'm pleased to hear that, Shane. When are you coming to sing for me again, dear? Sing, sing, sing to the angels. I am your little angel this morning. Just a reminder, if you're new to the show, we'll be disappearing from Facebook soon. You need to subscribe and sign up to the YouTube channel. It's like watching it exactly the same. The chat box is slightly different. But you can join us on there, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Make sure you've signed up to that, hit the subscription button, turn on the notifications, and it will work as Facebook does, okay? Because we'll be leaving Facebook very, very soon now. Good morning to Yvonne Lemon, morning, who is in Norwich, home of Anglia Television. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, Anglia. I like the little silver knight. Good morning to you. Kevy says, would you say you are tight or just careful when it comes to money? To be absolutely honest, I'm very, very careful. Very careful. I wouldn't say I was tight except on myself. I'm a bit tight when it comes to myself. You know, it can... Curvy Petal, it takes me years to buy something. Absolutely years. There was this chair and I kept going for 3 years. I kept going in John Lewis in Reading and testing this chair out, right? And it had electric buttons, like being on a plane. Well, in the posh seats anyway, like that, or the cinema. And 3 years I went in testing this chair out, and then I went somewhere else and bought a cheaper one, which I'm not particularly happy with. So I'm very, very careful with money. That's the truth. In fact, if you want to save a bit of money and you wanting to get some children some toys, I've got some information for you coming up. There's a lot of money to be saved on toys at this moment, okay? That's coming up shortly. Good morning to my sister. That's my sister Sharon Butler there. She's in Cyprus at the moment. They're coming back today on the old aeroplane. So good morning, sis. Safe journey to you, my darling. I did try and ring you a little bit earlier, but not to worry, maybe later. Hello to Sean Pye. Good morning, Sean. Heidi would like to say thank you very much for buying her one of these yesterday. Well, not buying, but sending a super chat so she could have one of these. Where are they now? I had a little bit of a tidy up in here yesterday, and of course now I can't find anything. You know, how many of these lads out there, or your mums, they go into your room and they tidy up, then you get back. Oh, where's Mum? Where's that £10 I left on the side? I've taken it in rent. My sister should listen to that. Yeah, one of these. These are super chat prizes. Well, not really prizes, gifts. If you send a super chat, you get one of those. Okay. Whatever it is, £1, £10. Someone on another channel. Who was it? Got £100 super chat, yes, or was it $100? One of the two. $100 super chat on the thing. Anyway, that's a super chat thing. If you send a super chat, I will send you one of those in the post. Okay, they're just little badges, and it says I'm a Chris Reardon super chatter. All right. So Heidi would like to thank you very much for sending that yesterday. As soon as I finished the show, went straight in an envelope and in the letterbox. So she'll have that. I bet she won't have it today because. Do you know the letterboxes round here? They do one collection at 9 o'clock in the morning. That's it. That's a bit useless, isn't it? As I'm posting this thing, I've come straight out. I'll just get the later post. There wasn't one. I don't get collected till the morning. I mean, what if someone shoves a firework or something like? You know what kids are like. I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often. Knowing what people are like, you know, shoving fireworks and matchboxes and things like that into post boxes. Anyway, so it's on its way, Sean, and I expect she'll have that probably tomorrow morning. Right, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Rachel, what's the information on your silver disc? That is a Barry Manilow silver disc as signed by him. That is Barry Manilow's signature, which someone gave me a little while ago. Isn't that fantastic? It's the 40th anniversary Mandy Billboard Hot 100, January the 18th, 1975. He was #1 with that, so that's what that is. As signed by Barry Manilow. Someone gave me that. Isn't that lovely? Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. Good morning to Ray Reynolds joining us this morning. Morning, Ray. Chris Manzar. Oh, just looking. Yeah, I had something of yours, Chris, earlier. A little note. You know that you sent in my birthday box? I was having a look through that because all the sweets and beans and the chocolate, that's all gone now. I've still got it down there. Not a lot moves out of this room. That's why sometimes I have to come in here and have a little bit of a clean out. Got your birthday box down there, Chris. Thank you, Rachel. I got your badge. I got your picture there. That came through all right, my darling. Jason, we waited all night for a show last night. No, you didn't. I told you it might. It probably wouldn't happen. I said it might. It might, but it didn't. It didn't. That's right. Morning to Roy the boy. Good morning, Roy. Robert's network has just come on. Perhaps they fixed it now, whatever it was. It looks like it was a big problem. But I don't know, with this 3 network, I think they're doing something big. Whether it's the move towards 5G or whatever it is, I don't know. But I think they're doing something, a big upgrade at the moment, and that's why the damn thing keeps going down, which is very, very frustrating when you're doing something like this. I tell you, won't affect me here because I'm on cables here. But up at the caravan, I rely on the 4G to bring the show to you. And it's so annoying when it goes down. I don't really have an alternative. You know, I suppose I could try another SIM card from another network. I'm kind of signed up to this thing for 2 bloody years. You know, very annoying. Mr. Bean comes to mind with that chair. We love Mr. Bean. We love Mr. Bean. You have short arms and deep pockets. So it might be the other way round, actually, Jason. I'm not sure about that, okay? Roy, subscribe to your channel. Oh, you're talking to each other. Morning to Mark Bowles. Good morning, Mark. Sean saying you're welcome, Heidi, so that's nice. Was it Mixed Mowers who got $100 last night? That's not bad, is it? Perhaps I should start fixing lawnmowers if I want to make money. Something like that, mightn't it? Morning to Stephen Lusher. Good morning, young Stephen. Nice to see you pop up there. I did see your message right at the end of the show yesterday, wasn't it, when you sent a message? Gareth Loxton. Good morning, Chris. Finally back online. Okay. Got some interesting information on the 3 contract if your service you receive is not sufficient. Yes, if you want to send that through to us, Gareth, could you send us a little link and I'll have a look at that? But it's been going on and on for ages now, this problem with the 3 network. It really has, and I'm getting a bit sick of it. I don't think another network works where the caravan is, though. I'm pretty sure of that. My sister has terrible trouble up there. It's just in one of those places where there's not much around. And in fact, you can't get a cable. BT told me they could only give me up to 1 meg, which for doing a show is no good. I need a minimum of about 5, you know. Good morning to Steph Diamond joining us there. Morning, young Steph. Chatting away to each other one. John sung Mandy at karaoke. The barman cried, saying it was her favourite song. It is a nice song. I remember all my life, oh Mandy. Well, you came and you gave without taking. I hope you're enjoying my singing this morning. And good morning to young Adam the plumber, just joining us there. Good morning, young Adam. Well, as I said, I might be able to save you a little bit of money this morning. If you're going to buy presents for children, look at this. There's 3 places, at least 3 that I know of, possibly more. I think probably 1 has done it, and the rest of them are all following suit. Let's start off with Sainsbury's. This was in the shops yesterday. Sainsbury's half-price toy sale starts yesterday, and includes popular brands like Hot Wheels, Hatchimal. Is that the animal that comes out the egg, or something like that? Plastic egg. Wonderful for the environment. All these bits of plastic all over the place. And Playmobil. It says even though Christmas is still 2 months away, it might be a good chance for parents to bag some early bird deals. And things like Hatchimals, they're down from 20 to 10 quid. There's a Playmobil, which is a bit like, it's a bit Lego-ish type thing. That was 90 quid. That's 45 quid. Massive saving there. They got the little Hot Wheel car things from 50 quid down to £22.50. And Play-Doh, there's a great big thing of Play-Doh. That was 20 quid and that's down to 10 quid. And there's these other little cars which were 50 quid down to 25 quid. A lot of savings to be made there if you've got children. It says shoppers can scoop up to 50% off on the toys between yesterday and next Tuesday. So you've only got a week to do this. The products and deals aren't available to buy online, so you need to go to a store. And in fact, I did pop to Sainsbury's yesterday myself to get some... I'd run out of tea, actually. I ran out of loose leaf tea. So I'm on PG tips loose leaf tea at the moment because that's on special offer, £2. And I went in there to buy that, and there was quite a lot of toys stacked up in there. But if you don't go to Sainsbury's, two other places I've discovered. This morning's sale starts at Tesco's. And it says, with Christmas just around the corner, the time for gift shopping is dwindling. This is in the Sun. Tesco's have revealed that as of today, the price of every single toy in all of its stores will be slashed, meaning huge bargains all around. Actually, I might go up there with my mate later. I could go up there and do the Christmas toys, couldn't I, for the children? From my great nieces and great nephews. That sounds like a really good idea. I mean, we always go to Hamleys for Christmas shopping. But, we don't have to buy anything in there. It's just like a day out. We go to Hamleys and we go to John Lewis and we look at all the lights and we have a wonderful time. We do that every year now, me and my mate. It says the incredible sale will last for 2 weeks and features some firm favourites, Lego, Hot Wheels again, and Barbie. So they're all doing it. The third largest retailer in the world joins the likes of Next, Currys and Sainsbury's with their huge pre-Christmas sale. Tesco Toys buyer manager said we have around 1,800 toys in the sale, so there will definitely be something for children of all ages. We expect the Fortnite exclusive set. I don't know what that is. That's a game, isn't it? Fortnite. Anyway, they've got some sort of toy down from 50 to 25 quid. They got them VTech things, toot crane set, down from 17.5 quid to from 35. It says the sale is very popular. So that's Tesco's, and also it's one of the toy shops is doing it. I don't know if we've got a Smith's here. Smith's toy shop, not the newsagent. Smith's. I don't think we got a Smith's. We've got a Mr. Entertainer in town here in Bracknell. But if you've got a Smith's near you, I know there's one up north. It's either in Boston or Lincoln, I think. Toy retailer Smith's is having a half-price toy sale with bargains on top of names. Nerf, like, you know the Nerf guns? Oh, my nephew loves that. He's got several Nerf guns. Great big bloody things they are with rubber bullets. They do not hurt if they hit you close up. Nerf gun. He's got a machine Nerf gun. I mean, should we be giving children these things? I don't know. It says Nerf, Fisher Price, Polly Pocket and more. Smith says there's 65 different toys included in the promotion. All of them have 50% off. But actually, you know, this one's running online, so you can order the stuff online and in store right up until the 4th of November. So that's good, isn't it? Barbie Dream Post Castle. Yeah, boys, you want one of those? A nice Barbie Dreamtopia Castle was £24.99, now £12.49. It's not bad. What else they got here? Fisher Price Think Tank and Learn. They're look. Oh, it's like a little robot. That was 50 quid. It's now 25 quid. It's a little robot. Oh, wow. Nerf gun. Here we are, the Nerf guns. Oh, it's the machine Nerf guns. Were 29 quid, now 15 quid. That's not bad, is it? So there we are. If you want to save some money on your children's toys and that, now is the time to go and get them. All right? Save your money now. And make even more trouble for the environment, dumping your rubbish everywhere when they chuck it away just after Christmas. Thank you, Gareth's going to drop me an email. Much appreciated for that, all right? Rachel, you need to make a banner for our Facebook profile pictures so we can show everyone we are United Kingdom Talk Show followers. A banner for our Facebook... a banner for our Facebook profile pictures. I'm not sure what you mean. A little bit more explanation there, please, Rachel. Please, a little bit more explanation there so I know what you mean. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. John, I can't believe what some parents spell on their kids at Christmas. Some kids are greedy and want the expensive stuff. Give them a book and a jumper and a selection box. Well, all you'll be getting from me is a selection box. You know, selection of nice men to choose from. That's what you can get me. A catalogue, perhaps, of pictures. Rachel, a bit like my children. Son's worse. He loves his gadgets. We all love gadgets. We all love gadgets. Good morning to Moostron. Morning, Moostron. Sean, can I have a ticket for the raffle last night? I couldn't be bothered to stay up. No, there wasn't a raffle. There wasn't a raffle. And as well you know, Sean, you can't claim a ticket for the show before once the next one started. Yeah, otherwise I'd just never get on top of it. Can you just imagine it? Ow, I've been on holiday for 2 weeks. Can I have a ticket for all the shows that I've missed? No! You can claim a ticket, one for every show, right up to the beginning of when the next show starts. Then it stops and we start all over again. Cheek. Sean. Are you selling these at a market or something like that? I don't know. Roy the Boy, what's the silver record before? We did that earlier, Roy. That's a Barry Manilow thing, that is. That's a Barry Manilow. Just watch back and I'll explain it to you there. All right, Manilow. Okay. What did I do yesterday? Put my fairy lights up yesterday. I've got 3 sets of fairy lights all round the fence in the garden. Ever so pretty, multicoloured ones. And the thing is, with those LED fairy lights, the colours are really vivid, aren't they? They're really, really vivid, those colours. The blue is like very blue. And I got 3 sets. They were on special offer, £10 per set. And they're quite long. And they all connect together. You like twist these things together, a little hole in the wall to bring the wire in. And right around my fence now, I've got pretty little lights. They don't twinkle, they just come on. And they're all on a time switch. Now, look nice. I'm very pleased with that. Very, very pleased with that indeed. I must do a photo to show you. So I did that yesterday. Then I went to home base because I needed some earth, because that's what I've got to repot the lilies today. I think I told you some time ago, my mate's mum gave me a couple of pots of lilies. This is about 4 or 5 years ago now. Only a little pot like that. There's about 3 in there. And I put them in these big tubs surrounded by other little pots and, other little plants perhaps, and some bulbs and that in there. Well, they have completely taken over these great big pots to the point where nothing else grows in it, only lilies. The whole pot is full of lilies. So I meant to do it 2 years ago to start splitting them up. So I'm going to make sure I do that today, assuming, of course, it doesn't rain. So I went out to Sainsbury's home base yesterday and got the bag. So it's not Sainsbury's, it's just home base yesterday. I got these bags of earth. Now, normally, I don't know what it is, but I seem to have attained added strength at the moment. Normally, I'll get the bags of earth that I think are 80 litres. Now, the 120 ones are usually too heavy for me to carry. But for some reason, yesterday, I thought, I'll just give that a go. And I managed, with a bit of effort, but I wouldn't say I was struggling, I've managed to actually pick up the 120 litre things of earth. I don't know where that strength has come from, because the last time I did it, I couldn't do it. You know, I just couldn't do it. It's all very well when you're at home base or B&Q or Wicks. You know, there's always a boy in there, you know, who can lift like 3 of these at the same time. That's all very well. You know, can get someone to help you in the car, but then it has to travel from the car to my house, and he's not here at the other end. Oh, maybe I could offer him 50 quid to come round and do me a favour. I don't know. But anyway, you get one of those boys in B&Q to carry it. You can't get it back at this other end. So usually I just stick to the 80 litre bags. But I managed to pick up the 120 litre bags yesterday. I'm very pleased with myself. Very pleased. From there, I went round to my mate's house. I had a cup of tea round there. And he's got his cats. He's got 4 cats and a kitten. Which the kitten is called Coco. Coco Chanel number 5. Each cat has got like a label name. So Coco Chanel number 5, that's the little white kitten with a little grey bit here. She's got a little grey bit there. She's only tiny and she's mad as a hatter. You know, climbing up curtains, that sort of thing. There's Ralph, there's Louis, there's Vuitton, and there's Lauren. That's all his cats, right? And he's gone out and bought this catnip. Well, these cats go mad. They go up, they're like they're off their heads. They just look like I did in the 90s, stumbling out of a nightclub. You know, I was like the Katie Price of the 90s, but without the plastic surgery. John Aitken was one of those as well, coming up. Well, the cats go like that. You put a bit of catnip on the floor. Ralph is the funniest. He starts rolling around on the floor like this. It's drugs for cats. That's what it is. I'm sure I saw one of his ginger ones grab some of it and disappear into a corner and jack up. Aren't they funny? They are funny. Mixed mowers. There's mixed mowers. Oh, he's the one who got $100 last time. $100 tip. That ain't bad, is it, Mick? Not bad at all. It's raining here on the south coast. Where are you again, Mick? Are you down sort of Sussex way, Chelsea or somewhere like that? I can't remember where you are now, Mick. Sean, do you keep your fairy lights on the red setting? Certainly not. I'm not a prostitute. I didn't prostitute my services here. Thank you very much. No, certainly not. Good morning to Dr. SRS Gregorian. Morning to you, sir. No, Mark, there was no show last night. Good morning to Gary Butler. There's my nephew's there. My nephew's there. Everyone's there this morning. My nephew got recognised in Mablethorpe last week. And he goes on and on about it. He's so pleased about that. Curvy Petal loves lilies. Yeah, they smell. Well, they don't all smell Curvy Petal. You want the pink ones. I think they're called tiger lilies. They are the most gorgeous smell lilies. Absolutely good. I wonder if you can get any lily spray. You know, like you can get these different types of not deodorant, air freshener, lily sprays, something like that. Steph reckons all the swimming is building up my strength. Yeah, I haven't been this week, unfortunately, because of course I had to leave the swimming place down here to join the one up there. You can't really be a member of two different clubs. That's going to cost a little bit of money, that is. There's my tighteners coming in again, you see. Carol and Dave, good morning to you. Oh, no, they both got flu and no voices. Oh, I'm sorry. How awful. Didn't you have the flu injection? Some people won't have the flu injection because they say it's got mercury and all these sorts of things in it. When you think about it, you know, the government says, all right, we all need a flu injection. You don't know what's in that. There might be something in the flu injection to make sure you are dead by the age of 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. They might put something in there that switches off your heart on a particular day, mightn't they? Yeah, if a load of people suddenly drop dead tomorrow, we must find out if they've had the flu injection. You don't know, do you? They could do that. If there's too many people, you know, they could put something in the flu injection, couldn't they, to kill us all? We wouldn't know. What would we know about it? Nothing. John says, how rude. I've never stumbled out of a club. I floated. I bet you did. Shane can't grow them in his garden. Dahlias, yes, but lilies, no. Why is that then, Shane? Oh. Now, I have here, I've got a very late flowering garden here. I mean, literally, it's only in the last 3 weeks that it's come into its own and all the flowers start flowering. Because I don't have a south-facing garden here. I only get the sun on this side for about 3 or 4 hours a day. It's not very long. Maybe in the summer, maybe a little bit longer, sort of 12 till 3 or 12 till 4. You know, that's the only time I get the sun here. Up in Lincolnshire, my caravan is south-facing. It gets the sun all day long. And let me tell you, the plants there absolutely love it. The only thing is, of course, they're all in pots. So you've only got to have a really hot day and they're all as dry as a bone. Dry as a bone, so I have to keep watering the plants up there. But down here, it's not so good. Lilies, they grow in the pot out the front, and it's not particularly sunny there because I've got all pine trees. It's a bit shady. Maybe they like the shade, lilies. I don't know. But they do really well at the front. Every year they come back, and they are beautiful. Actually, it's not so much to the pink ones. I think I've got orange ones out there which don't have a scent, unfortunately. Morning to... sorry, you're talking to each other there. Good morning to Fun Things to Do with Tech. Good morning to you. Shane says, maybe it's too cold in Manchester. I don't know. Oh, John's having the flu jab next week. Oh, well. Bye-bye. I've had mine already. You know that, John. The reaction I got this year... Don't always get a reaction. But the reaction I got this year was about... I had the flu injection about 10 o'clock in the morning. I went for my... this is a couple of weeks ago now. I went for my usual afternoon sleep about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. When I woke up, I just felt like death's door. Oh, God. Oh, and I knew what it was. And I managed to get there. Didn't want to do anything. Didn't want to get out of bed, but I managed to drag myself out of bed to go to work. I never not go to work unless I'm really, really, really ill. So I got to work. Somehow I managed to get through it and come back. And I went, oh, God, I'm going back. I went straight back to bed. And in the morning I woke up. I was completely fine. So that was the reaction I got this year. So if you feel a bit groggy, a few hours, I would say about 5 or 6 hours after the injection, you'll know what it is. And it should only last about 12 hours, all right? Oh, Rachel, it's lovely and sunny here in Lincolnshire at the moment. Oh, well, perhaps I should be up there. But if I was, I wouldn't be doing this show this morning, would I? You know, because it's not working. The Extinction Rebellion activists are being a bit naughty, but people aren't having any of it anymore. Wow, look at this. Extinction Rebellion protesters have sparked chaos when they climbed on top of a Jubilee train at Canning Town Station in East London in the Daily Mirror, but they were dragged off by furious commuters who didn't want to be late for work. Now, I would assume it's quite dangerous to drag someone off the top of a train. On the other hand, it's quite dangerous to be sitting on the top of the train. Now, I understand, and I think most of you understand their point of doing all these things. They're trying to bring attention to the... we've got to change our ways. We can't just carry on doing what we're doing. You know, things have got to change. They have. But the way they're going about it, I'm not so sure about that, you see. And I'll be honest with you, I was watching this news this morning and I thought, yes, excellent. Because these people, they just do what they damn well want to, don't they? These people just do it to climb on top of a tube train and put everyone at inconvenience. No, well, people are getting fed up with this and they see nothing's happening, so they're starting to take the law into their own hands, which is not necessarily a good thing. However, when I watched the news, I thought, yes, I'm glad someone's done that. I'll be honest with you. In the Daily Mirror, it says there were chaotic and shocking scenes as one activist was kicked, now I'm not happy with this, kicked and stamped on by the furious mob after he tumbled off the roof of a Jubilee train at Canning Town Station in East London. Well, that's not what I saw on the news. I saw this bloke, he had a beard, you know the sort. You know, so he had this beard and he was literally dragged off the top of the train by these other people. Now, don't quite understand why he was kicked and stamped on. Once they got him off the top of the train, just get on the train and go. No need to go kicking and stamping on people. But you can understand why. 2 climate change protesters had halted service and unfurled a banner reading "Business as usual equals death." But they were jeered, and one was pelted with food and other objects by commuters who didn't want to be late for work. The banner was ripped out of one of the activists' hands, and the other was dragged onto the crowded platform and kicked in during a disturbing attack that lasted about a minute. The battered and bruised protester was eventually helped to his feet, but was arrested by police, according to a witness. And the story goes on. That's the bloke I saw on the telly. He's not a particularly dirty-looking person. He's got like a jacket on and trousers. It says footage shows the mob on the platform berating the protesters and then cheering as commuters steal their banner. One of the protesters runs out of the way as a commuter tries to grab his leg. The other man is pelted with food as a tube passenger climbs up and grabs him. The commuter drags the man off the train by his leg as the crowd cheers and applauds. The protester was kicked and stamped on as he laid on a platform. Some passengers intervened and desperately tried to protect him, while others assaulted him. Now, why you'd want to assault him, I do not know. I can understand him to be dragged off the roof so they can get on with their daily lives, but kicking and stamping on someone, totally unnecessary. In the video, a woman shouts at the mob to back off, and a tube worker wearing one of those vests runs in to help the activist. People are heard pleading, "Don't do it," as the protester is assaulted. Yeah, it's not nice. Not nice. Further down the train, a commuter climbs on top of a carriage and shoves the other protester off the roof and onto the platform to cheers from the mob. So that's what happened. You see, this is getting a little bit serious now, isn't it? people taking the law into their own hands. But you can understand them wanting to drag someone off the roof. Take another day. You're trying to drive through London and they put a bloody great big wooden boat in the middle of the road. No. It's all wrong. It's all wrong, you know. But they just go out and do what they want and inconvenience everyone else. It's not fair. It's not fair. Let's read some of your messages coming through off that this morning. It's a little bit serious this morning. We don't often do serious, but I thought I'd read that out to you. David in Hemel, good morning to David. Morning to you, David. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you all week. I hope you're all right, David. Mick's got a vascular review at 11 o'clock. Well, good luck with that. Blood pressure. My blood pressure's pretty good, but it's probably because I do all the exercise, isn't it? There we are. Rachel, they pulled one male off the train and beat him up. Yeah, as I say, Rachel, I can understand them pulling someone off the top of a train. Not that that's necessarily safe. I suppose you could fall down and hurt yourself. But, you know, if you're inconveniencing people, what do you expect to happen? These people just want to go around and do what they want and nothing's going to happen to them. Well, I think people are starting to get very angry with this. Very angry. Did you see Mr. Broccoli on Piers Morgan? I saw the picture, Carol and Dave. And I thought, what an idiot. That's what I thought. I didn't watch the interview at all, no. Didn't see that. John, these people are idiots. Trains are electric. Lorraine Kelly wasn't happy when she saw it earlier. Well, yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, if you end up on the rail, that's it. You're dead. Electrocuted. Electrocuted, aren't you? Sean, these activists, I've got it all wrong now. They're sitting and protesting on trains, which is very green form of transport that doesn't pollute the air. Snowflakes. Oh yeah, and then there's the argument actually. There's the argument, Sean, where they say, well, electric cars, you know, they're bad for the environment anyway because electricity has to be produced by burning fossil coal. Well, yes, but we are slowly shifting over to renewables. There are days, let me tell you, there are days, I don't know if you know this or not, where this country, the United Kingdom, doesn't burn any coal. There are now days where that doesn't happen. It's a slow process. You know, so it's all very well saying electric cars don't solve the problem because they have to be plugged into the electricity supply to get electricity made by a coal-fired power station. Yes, well, that's happening at the moment. But we can't all suddenly, you know, we can't suddenly tomorrow all start driving electric cars powered by the sun or the windmills. It's a slow process. Slowly but surely, we've got more windmills. We've got more solar. They'll have batteries at some point to be able to store this stuff at night as well. That's not around yet, but it's coming. It's coming forward. So eventually, those electric cars that they say, you know, are so bad for the environment and all that, they will be plugged into a main socket, which is powered by windmills and solar panels. I mean, these people just don't seem to be able to see that. It's because now that's how it is now. But that don't mean necessarily that it's going to be the same in 10 years' time as all these other things come online. I know up where my caravan is, there was some large work going on in one of the fields. And there's a road I have to go down to get to my caravan. There's only one. There's like one road that goes past it, so you either come in that way or that way. And coming in that way, this is the bump, what I call the bumpy road. You can't go faster than 40 mile an hour down this road. It's really bad. I mean, really, you and sometimes you got to sort of. It's quite a narrow road. And there's just about enough room for two cars. Some of these idiot cars tear along that road. So dangerous. And anyway, sometimes these bumps are so bad that you come down one and the car takes off. That's how deep some of these bumps are. Anyway, either side of the road, it's finished now, but there was some roadworks and they'd cut a ditch quite wide right the way across this field and then across the other field. I guess they were going under the road as well somehow. Anyway, so this ditch was right across the road and I stopped it. They were doing this for a couple of months actually. And I stopped one day because it looked like there were black things and long things like cables of some sort. So I stopped and said, all right, mate, can I just ask you, what are you actually doing here? And he said, oh, yeah, it's the cables they were laying cables from a new wind farm. He said there's a lot of this going on at the moment, all around the country, putting up these windmills and then having the cables. Okay, you may say that they're quite ugly and that. I actually think they're quite nice. My mate absolutely hates them. He hates them with a vengeance. But I think they look quite nice, majestically moving around slowly. And of course, the bigger the wind turbine, the more electricity that you get out of it. There's some massive ones in the sea. You go up Skegness. Go up Skegness and look out the beach and you can see them. They're very far away, but on a clear day, it is quite something to see all these windmills turning round, knowing that each one is connected by a great big thick cable coming back in somewhere and bringing electricity. I think they're fantastic. How on earth do they get those things out there and stable on that sea, because there's some rough sea out there. There's some rough sea. Sometimes we see it. You know, when I've been up there with my sister and her husband on our little trips to Skegness, and you see them. Sometimes there's just a little twinkling in the background, you know, and they all light up at night, like my fairy lights in the garden. They've got little lights on them at night, and as I say, on a clear night, it really is something to see. All these things. And eventually we'll have more and more of these and solar panel, and that's what will power the electric cars that are supposedly so bad for the environment. You know, can't have it all your own way. Sean, have I read that? Yeah, no, Sean. These activists have got it all wrong. They're sitting and protesting on trains, a very green form of transport that doesn't pollute the air. Bloody snowflakes. That's what they are, snowflakes. But people are starting to get very fed up with these snowflakes now. People are starting to get very fed up with these snowflakes, and not necessarily rightly, that are taking action, as we saw on the tube trains this morning. Dreadful. Dreadful. Well, they shouldn't be on the top of the tube trains in the first place. That's what I say. Ellie Scott Shaw, good morning, lovely Ellie. Morning, Ellie, there she is. Man-hunting once again, aren't you, Ellie? Like the rest of us. Morning to Roy Brownlow. Chris would pull him off. I would. I'd help him pull him off, I think. The man looked like Jeremy Corbyn. Well, they all look a bit like that, don't they? Michael just saw it on TV. What a shame for kicking the person. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, once he's off the train, why not just leave him there and get on the train and you can go about your business? No need to start kicking someone's head in on the floor, is there? Not really. Not really. Claire, sensationalist press makes me sick. Don't believe half it. No, I saw it on the news, Claire. If you watched on the BBC News this morning, they actually showed you the clip, and that is what did happen. We saw that there. Mark Bowles would have sorted them all out. Yeah, Mark, you're needed at train stations now to protect the trains and passengers. All right. Ellie, there we are. Let's have a look there. Roy, sorry, you're talking to each other there. Let's have a look there. Mark wouldn't mind being pulled off. Well, you say that. The offer's been there for a long time now, Mark. All right. Roy sent me the Mr. Broccoli story. I didn't see that, Roy. I'm having trouble. I'll be honest, I'm having trouble keeping up with messages and emails at the moment. Wind power is the way forward. Ask your sister. Aren't you always? Okay, let's have a look. David O. Good morning, David. Good morning, young David. Have you been back to the... I believe the karaoke is still going on at Cleethorpes. The drag queen does it now, doesn't she? They're probably saving a lot of money by doing that, so that's understandable. Because it was very quiet, wasn't it, David, towards the end of that? Never mind. Turbines. Oh, we're talking to each other there, I think. Ellie's thinking about running off somewhere to find a different handyman. Oh, yeah? Is the hand on that one not big enough for you then, my darling? Sean... Has he finished yet? Because I've nodded off. Claire received her first bit of Chris Reardon memorabilia in the post yesterday. Will wear my badge with pride next time I'm at the karaoke. Good. They'll all want one, you know. They'll all want one. Claire's got one of these now. My super chat badges. Anyone who sends a super chat gets one of those, okay? Let's just scroll down a little bit there. Jason, an American boxer has died. I don't know anything about that story. I haven't seen that one, I haven't seen that story yet, I'm afraid. Good. Right, what else have we got here? I've got another couple of stories. We haven't done many stories over the last few shows, so I'd just like to do another couple of stories, and then we'll do today's raffle. All right, boys and girls. Well, I'll give out the tickets for the raffle. If you don't know what the raffle's about, we have a raffle draw here every Monday. The prize is one of these. Okay, 2 different things here. That's a super chat. If you send a super chat, you get one of those. Okay, if you do the raffle and you win, you get one of those. The raffle draw is once a week on a Monday. You get one of those and a little photo. The photos are a bit bigger than the last lot now, so we get one of those as well. Okay, one of those and a photo, which I'll sign for you. And you got to win the raffle for that. If you want to go in for the raffle, you need a raffle ticket. So a little bit later on, after I've done these 2 stories, I will tell you, ask for a ticket now. Look, you're asking for tickets. I haven't said that yet. Good morning to David O. is missing my professionalism and charm. Thank you very much. Not yet. Hang on a minute, for Christ's sake. I haven't said tickets yet. I still have to ignore those messages or it gets confusing. Not yet. Calm down. Calm down. Just a couple of little stories here. How many Catholics in the house? Oh, just me, is it? All right, how many Christians in the house? Oh, there's a few more of those. Catholic, Church of England. Blimmin', what's the what's the other one? The one with all the nice Mr. Gregorian, I think. Is it you? Who's oh, what's that church? And it's very ornate, all gold and all stuff hanging down everywhere. Which is that one? It's another Christian one. Is it French or... oh, what's the name of that church? Greek Orthodox? Is it Greek Orthodox? Where they have all the little gold things and stuff hanging down like ornaments all over the place. That's a Christian one, isn't it? Anyway, listen. In the Daily Mirror again this morning, the Vatican have launched this new £85 Click to Pray Rosary bracelet featuring a smart cross. Orthodox, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Orthodox. Here we are in the Daily Mirror. In the hopes of appealing to tech-obsessed youngsters, Armenian. Is that Armenian Orthodox? Is it you who goes to Orthodox Christian? Yes, something like that. I can't remember now. I went into a couple of those churches when I was in that wonderful country, Israel, which I visited, where all the religions are there. The Muslim religions, the Jewish religions, the Christian religions, and it all happens there. It's fantastic. You must go. You must go. Anyway, in the Daily Mirror this morning, in the hopes of appealing to tech-obsessed youngsters, the Vatican has launched a new click-to-pray rosary bracelet. The bracelet, called the e-rosary, I can't believe this, the e-rosary features 10 black agate and hematite rosary beads alongside a silver smart cross. I can't believe this. You know what rosary beads are? Ah, Wonder Woman has sent £4. Ding! Oh, I meant to do that. And let me write this down. Something to do later. Get super chat. Chill ring. I need to do that. We need a few more sound effects on this programme. Wasn't there another one we did the other day? We need a super chat ring. There we are. Thank you very much, Wonder Woman. Rachel has sent £4, and just after your birthday. That's not your birthday money you're sending me, is it? Eh? Are you sending me your birthday money? Thank you, Rachel. All right, Rachel, do you want another badge? It doesn't matter if you've had one already. You can have another one. Anyone who sends a super chat can have another badge. Just send me your address there, okay? If you've sent me address before, I don't keep addresses. As soon as I've sent off the envelope, I just delete the email, all right? I'm not allowed to keep addresses. You get data protection and all that business if you want to keep things like that. Roy Brownlow, there we are. Another one. Roy Brownlow as well. Oh, is it like one person sends cash and then other people feel that they need to as well? Can we have £100 super chat from someone this week? Here, Mick. Mick's Murrers. Can I have some of your $100? Thank you, Roy. You know what to do. Send us your... if you want one, that is. You don't have to have one if you don't want one. But send me your postal address and I'll send that straight to you. I'll send it this morning, actually. I've got to go down the shops later anyway. Let's read this story then. The bracelet is called the e-rosary. As I said, it's got the rosary beads. The website explains Bridging tradition to modernisation by simple lines and curves. This is our design philosophy. And it goes on to explain it all there. The bracelet is activated by making the sign of the cross, okay, and syncs up to an accompanying app where users can choose whether to pray the standard rosary, a contemplative rosary, or a thematic rosary. I don't know what a thematic rosary is. The app contains various prayers and songs that can be used to keep track of progress. This is hilarious. Claire, what do you think of one of these? Aside from praying, the bracelet can be used to track your health data as well. Is it counting steps, maybe? I don't know. Or the amount of times you kneel down and stand up. That's hundreds of times at a Catholic Mass, let me tell you that now. Here, on Sunday, it's October is the month of Our Lady, Mary, okay? And I selected the hymn Immaculate Mary. And in this particular hymn book, there are 9 verses of it. There are actually more than 9, but in this hymn book, there are 9 verses. And the priest comes up to me, we've got new priests, Father Simons, and he says, I think we'll just stop at the 4 verses. I said, well, it's up to you, Father. And then right at the end of the Mass, I was a bit naughty. I wouldn't normally do this. I don't know what came over me, but at the end of the Mass, and he said, our final hymn this morning is number 987, Immaculate Mary. We'll do verses 1, 2, 3, and 8. I said, just the 4, and he looked up at me, just the 4 verses. And I shouted back down from the organ. I said, can we do the 8? No, just 4, he said. Because at my funeral, I'm insisting on that one at the end. Every single verse. And you will sit there until the verses, none of this going out before I've gone out first. You will do that one. Anyway, back to this. The website added, in addition to daily prayer, the device also records and provides your health data so you're encouraged to lead a better lifestyle. The bracelet is now on sale and costs £85. This isn't the first time the Catholic Church has turned to technology. Last year, a game called JC Go that uses the same technology as Pokemon Go launched, in which players were tasked with catching saints. Oh, that's not what church is about, is it? So who's going to get one of those for me for Christmas? I want one of those smart crosses. And, you see, I don't play Pokemon, but isn't that the thing where you go out and little things hide behind bushes and buildings and that? The Catholic, the game is called JC Go, and you have to catch saints. Angels, saints, and nations sing. Praised be Jesus Christ our King, Lord of life, of sky and sea, King of... So many key changes, dear. I like it. Let's see what you're talking about here. Can you send it to Ellie? Yes, Rachel, no problem. Just send me Rachel's email address. Send me Rachel's postal address and I'll pop that into the post. No problem at all. Isn't that nice? That's the second time someone's done that. Sean, yesterday sent Heidi one of these badges. Heidi had asked, how do you do a super chat? And I know Heidi is a little bit, with the money side of things. She's not got a lot of money, and I told her not to send me anything, to send me any cash. Well, immediately Sean saw that, and straight away he went, I know this is what you did, Sean. Don't think I didn't notice that. Straight away, he bought one and then sent me a message asking me to send it to Heidi. Isn't that a nice thing to do? What a nice person. Not many people like that in the world now, is they? And you've just done the same now, Rachel. So that's nice. I mean, I don't know if Ellie's short. I don't know Ellie that well. I do know that she's a bit man desperate, 24 hours a day. Really? I'm quite happy to just put one of those films on for half an hour. That does me. Which reminds me, I must get some more of those tissues. Hang on, tissue paper. Oh, yeah. Dr. SOS Gregorian, there are so many Orthodox Christians. Armenia is one of them. Ah, yes, I thought so. But Armenia was the first country in the world to accept Christianity as its state religion in 301 AD. So I just something you're telling me there. Thank you very much for that info there. John, just use the beginning of "Are You Being Served" for the till ringing. I might fall into copyright issues with that. I could slow it down a bit so that it doesn't pull up the copyright. I can do stuff to sound sometimes. It's not a very quick thing to do, but I definitely need a little till thing every time someone sends a little super chat, which I am always very grateful for. Thank you very much. Don't feel you ever need to send me a single penny. I'm just happy to sit here. But if you want to, the little super chat thing is there, and I'll always send you a little badge while we've got them there. I mean, I've got endless badges, quite a few there actually at the moment. Jason, DJRS, Roy Brownlow is now creeping. Yeah, he is creeping a bit, isn't he, Roy Brownlow? I don't know why that is. David and Hamill, send Chris 50 pence and he'll make a loss of 10p per transaction. I don't know how much YouTube take. I don't know. I have a feeling if I added everything up and then saw what was actually on the thing, I'd be quite shocked with the amount they take. Probably about 40%, my guess is. But, you know, it's just a bit of fun, really, isn't it? I could give out my PayPal address, say, could you send it direct to here? But then that's like begging for money, and I wouldn't want to do that. It's just a bit of fun, that's all it is. There we are. Ellie, I have all sorts of stuff. Rosary beads, bracelets from Jerusalem. They don't cost much on eBay. I got some from 1 penny to £1. Actually, if you go to Jerusalem, all the markets there, I mean, there's so much stuff being tat, basically. There's so much tat being sold there. Gold this and silver that. Of course, it's not gold or silver at all, you know, but it's all there in the markets in Jerusalem. Really, it's quite interesting to walk through these very dark places, and there's little businesses going on and people sitting on the floor. Please, if you ever get the chance, go to Israel for a holiday and go to Jerusalem and see it all there. You'll probably see little rows going on as well. You know, the one religion don't like the other, and but then again, you see a lot of friendly people as well, where everyone are getting on. You know, it's all there in Jerusalem. I cannot recommend it. It's 5 years since I went there. 5 years. I've got to go back there again soon. Chris was around in 301 AD. How rude! Rude. David's nipping out for a fag while the others pray. Right. Ellie, Rachel, as you already know, I don't mind a late come. Oh, sorry, I'm not reading that one, dear. She delay. There's special creams you can put on to delay that, you know. Jason, is that after the vicar? Is there... There's no vicars, Jason. No vicars, dear. Priests. You got completely the wrong church, dear. How many times? Jason, what are you doing Sunday? Why don't you pop down to Bracknell and I'll take you to church and you will see an actual real-life priest. He's very friendly. Father Simon, actually. You're talking to each other there, chatting away there. If any lady wants a man, sign me up. There you go, Ellie. Dr. Gregorian, he's a doctor as well, so if you've got anything wrong with you, Sam458 has sent me £2. Thank you, Sam458. Hayla, you got a bike. I've got a bike. Don't worry about that. I have a bike. Thank you, Sam458. He's always sending £2, aren't you, Sam? Thank you very much for that. If you want another fridge magnet, you'll have to send your address again, though. All right, on the email address. Not a fridge magnet, a badge, because I don't keep addresses, okay? Once I think I sent you something. Didn't I send you one yesterday? Did I send you something yesterday? I'm sure I did. I think I sent you a badge yesterday. But every time you send a super chat, I'll send you another badge if you want one. Just send through your address to my email address there, and I'll pop that in the post for you, okay? I'll do a super chat. I haven't got a card, so I'm hoping to win a fridge magnet. You might well win a fridge magnet, but you'll need a raffle ticket. Right, hang on with your messages for a while, boys and girls. Let me get to the end of these messages, and then I'll do the raffle tickets, okay? Roy says, Jason is such a bully that he is the troublemaker. No, I think you're the troublemaker, to be honest, Roy. It wouldn't be surprised, Roy Brownlow, if I saw you tomorrow on top of a tube train as one of those remote climate protesters. Claire's been up there a couple of times this week as well. She's been hanging on the top of the district line on the way to Wimbledon. Claire only does the Wimbledon line. You wouldn't see her dead on top of a Northern Line train. Absolutely not. District line only. And it has to be the one going to either Richmond or Wimbledon, because Claire's posh. She can't be seen on top, hanging on the top of the train, going through, I don't know, Camden Town. Or somewhere like that, can you, Claire? Or Moorgate. Oh, no, not for Claire, dear. No, she only does the Wimbledon and the Richmond lines. There she is, spread-eagled on top of that train, hanging on for dear life as it goes under the tunnel. I've got this picture in my mind now, Claire. Oh, dear. When you get lots of subscribers, YouTube will let you have a join button. That will give... What's a join button? I don't know what that is, a join button. I'll never have that many subscribers, my friend. My brother-in-law, he picks up another 200 subscribers every blooming day. I get one every week. But it doesn't matter, because we're here for a laugh, aren't we? We're here for a laugh. That's what we're here for. YouTube take 30%, so there you go. So every time you send me £1, they take 30 pence. Well, they need the money more than me, to be honest. That's fine by me. It doesn't bother me. When you're doing the raffles soon? Sean, sorry. When Chris was at school, there was no history lessons, just current affairs. I hated history. We had a most evil history teacher. Miss Dwayne, her name was. Oh, she was horrible. She was horrible. I hated her. And she had no idea how to teach either. Her idea of teaching was to give you a chapter to read out of the book, go home, read it, and then the next time we're in the lessons, ask questions about the chapter. That was her idea. It wasn't engaging at all. She was the worst teacher in there. Mr. Lapp, history teacher, dreadful woman. Where are we? Sean, there's a nunnery house near me. No, it's not a nunnery house, dear. A convent. For God's sake, what is I'm surrounded by heathens. Not a nunnery, it's a convent, dear. God's sake, man, what is wrong with you all this morning? Heathens, dear, heathens. All in brown robe things, age 60 plus. You don't see many young nuns anymore, do you? You don't really see anymore. Right, let's just scroll down and I think I'll do the raffle tickets now. Let me see. Chris, can me and my lady friend have a dirty weekend away in your caravan? No, you can't. I've just changed the sheets. I'm not having goings on in my bed. God's sake, no thank you. I said that to my nephew because they've all got keys to the van. I said, you take your girlfriend round there. Don't sleep in my bed. On the settee. Not having any of that going on in my bed, thank you very much. Thank you. Don't go on for me, so I don't see why it should go on for anyone else. Right, let's do the raffle tickets. Paul and Lou, okay? We'll start at Paul and Lou. If you've asked for a raffle ticket before this point, ask again, all right? But please only ask one after that. Otherwise, it will get very, very confusing. And my mate's coming around at 11 o'clock because we're going to Matterland today. He wants to have a look in Matterland. 384, Paul and Lou. 384. Oh, Paul and Lou. Ellie was going to be a nun herself. Bit late for you, Ellie. There's no turning back now, my darling. Claire, I did get among the climate protesters in front of the law courts a few weeks ago. I do agree with a lot of their views. I do as well. But there's no point in messing up people's routines. You've got to get to work. We think exactly the same, Claire, as we often do on most things, I think, you and I. Moostron, 385. 385 for Moostron. 386 for Mick Davenport. Thanks, Mick. 387 Curvy Petal. Curvy Petal. It's a lovely name, that is. Claire, 388. 389 Roy Brownlow. 390. Who's going to get number 400? Isn't it exciting? Where's Roy Brownlow? Where are you there? Oh, Roy. Sorry, darlings, I've just gone down too far. Where are you? Roy Brown, there's Roy. DJRS, 390 for Michael Lawrence. That's it. 391 for Roy the Boy. Sitting there very quietly this morning, Roy. Hope you're okay, my friend. 392 for Steph Diamond. 393 is Carolyn Dave. 394 for Ellie Scott Shaw. 395. Oh, how do you get over 1,000 subscribers with no content? Pardon? Did you see that? Did you see that, Paul and Lou? Did you see these comments coming from Jason Hughes? Well, I told you yesterday. We're watching you, Jason. You're being watched by all my thousands of what are they called? Moderators. The moderators are watching you, Jason Shaw. You've been a very, very... You know what happens to naughty boys, don't you? They get caned. And that caning will be filmed and put up to one of those dodgy websites. Thank you very much. S&M. Our day's out. You're very quiet sitting there. Morning, Paul. Our day's out is 395. Morning, Paul. Jason Hughes, 396. Jason Hughes, 396. Scrolling up now. Don't forget the raffle's on Monday morning, okay? Monday morning raffle. Rachel Wheatland, 397. Adrian Richardson, 398. Diane Jebb, 399. Do you know, I haven't been checking this mobile phone thing, have I, recently? Nothing on there? No, that's all right. 399, Diane Jebb. John Aitken. Oh, John, you get number 400. John Aitken is on number 400. Thank you, John. David in Emil said, I wouldn't let anything go on in my bed unless I was in it. Been a while, has it, as well, David, for you? Fran Green. Good morning, Fran. Sitting there all quietly, aren't you, darling? Fran Green, 401 for you, my love. All right, Fran. Mark Bowles, 402. David in Hemel, 403. David won one the other week, didn't you? You can just keep entering. You know, you can have more than one. Don't make any difference to me. Remember, there's only 50 of those fridge magnets. There's about 40 left now. Sam sends another £2. £4 today, Sam. Thank you, Sam. You're very kind. How are you, Dave? Are you Dave? Do you know Dubs Bubs? I think you might be talking to someone else there. Are you, Sam? You might be talking to someone else there, Sam. David in Hemel was 403. Ooh, where are we now? Got lost. David, Fran, Mark, David, there it is. Mick Davenport's off to the doctors. Good luck there, Mick. Hope your blood pressure isn't too much, mate. All right, good luck with you there. Tony King, thank you, Tony, 404. Tony King, 404. David O, 405. Thank you, David. Are you going to the karaoke tonight? By the way, it's Thursday tonight, isn't it? Yeah, let us know how you get on tonight, okay? There you are. Paul and Lou are watching you, Jason. Watch out. Oh, you were talking to Rachel, were you? Oh, you're changing your mind at the end there as well. Yes. Excuse me. Is that everyone? I think that's it. Is that everyone? Philip. Oh, there's Philip Vernon. 1 minute. Let's get some more out. Russ Philip Vernon, 406. Do, 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 do. Now, don't forget, gang, next week, Sunday and Monday shows will only be on YouTube. You need to subscribe to youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK, and you can watch the shows there and join in. We've got a chat box there, exactly the same as it is on, no, not exactly the same, it's slightly different to Facebook, but you'll get used to it, okay? So youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK if you want to join us Sunday for the bingo and Monday for the raffle next week, okay? Yeah, Ellie Scott Shaw's watching you as well, Jason. She's got the whip ready. Oh, she's got the whole outfits, Jason. Didn't you know that? Oh, yes. Yes. French maid's outfit. Military. Dominatrix. She's got the lot, mate. She's got the Dominatrix is a slightly dearer one. That's an extra 50 quid for the whips. Oh, the thigh length boots as well? 65. They're very dear to buy, thigh length boots. I can't get in mine anymore. My legs have got too fat. John, you can make a fortune from your caning video clips. That's all right, Fran. We like quiet people. I'm very quiet. I'm not a loud person. I don't think I'm a loud person. I'm loud at work, but you see, I'm providing a show for people, aren't I? You know, running around stages and doing that sort of thing when I'm doing the karaoke. I'm not like that at home. I'm quite quiet at home, believe it or not. What is wrong with you, Roy? Looking for faults all the time, dear. Try and find a little hobby or something. Perhaps you could take up crocheting, you know, or stamp collecting, something like that. Would you? Oh, I meant to show you a coin today. I've decided, Mark. Certainly, when I'm here in Bracknell in Berkshire, I'll show you one of my coins each day. Now, I do seem to have some coins missing, and I think I might have given them to my great nephew niece. I think I might have given them to them, but I'm not sure. Now, which one am I going to show you today? Where is it? There was one I wanted to show you today. Actually, these are just foreign bloody coins. Here we are. Here's one today. It is the Elizabeth 1977. I can't even see that. 1 minute. Elizabeth 1977. Whatever that was. Is that the Silver Jubilee? There we are. There it is there. See? You see that all right? That's all right, yeah? That's the day. Coin of the day. Coin of the day. There it is. All right? So that's today's coin. Actually, these are not the coins I was meaning. I don't know where they've gone. Coin a day. What else have I got here? I'm sure there's an old George penny here somewhere. Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. No, these are not the coins I was going. No, these are just foreign coins. Apart from that one, I must have them somewhere else. These are not the ones after all. Well, I don't know where they are then. Sorry, I thought I had a penny with George on the front there somewhere. You know, George the Fifth or whatever. But it's not some bleeding Spanish bloke. I don't know who that is. Who was that King of Spain? He was on all the coins at one point, wasn't he? Paul and Lou's off to Lincoln today and Skegness tomorrow. Have a nice time. All right, Paul and Lou. Cheerio now. Have a nice time. Last time I had action in my bed, it was a 4-poster. What, you mean you put 4 posters up and let's lay there on your own, more like? Michael Pullman, 407. Oh, look at the time. Time is getting on. I haven't had my pills. I've got to go in a minute. Ellie is always ready for action herself. Apology accepted? None was given. What do you mean apology accepted? None was given, mate. Let's have a look. Bingo at 9:30, please. I can't give you a time, Mark. I can't give you a time. Sean Pye? Did you not get a ticket? Okay, Sean. There we are. 408, Sean. Sean, 408. Good morning to Stephen Bray. Welcome to the show, Stephen. We're nearly finished now. You're joining us at the end, but you can watch us up on the catch-up afterwards if you want to. They are. Yvonne's watching you as well, Jason. There's a lot of people watching your comments now, my dear. Do be very, very careful. Ellie's got, yeah, Ellie. She's got lots of stuff. Fishnet stockings, black leather gear. She's got the lot, mate. Yeah, it depends what you can afford, Jason. Was it Jason who was interested? Can't remember now. It depends what you can afford. You know, there are cheaper things and there are expensive things. Depends what you want, my friend, all right? Good morning to Joseph McDonald. He's still in there in Spain, been there for 7 weeks now. Can you pause until 10:45 as Pop Master is Pop Master is on. Now, I'm going to finish in a minute anyway. It was the Silver Jubilee coin. Was it? Probably not worth anything. Ellie's got loads of coins, even Roman Irish ones. There we are. All over the world. So there we are. All right. King Carlos. Is it King Carlos? Just realised 2 old queens on the screen together. How rude. Sam, you just sent me another £2. I've just had your badge and there's a photo of you. Yeah, you've got one, have you? Okay, Sam. Well, you can have another one if you want to. I mean, you just sent me 3 super chats. So, I mean, you can have another one if you want to. No problem. Anyone who sends a super chat, and it don't matter how many you send, you can have one every time you send a super chat, all right? It's as simple as that. That's fair dues, isn't it? You might empty the box. If you carry on like this, you can empty the box. But send me your postal address, okay, to this email address. Send me your postal address and I'll send you another one. David's not interested in stamps or coins. Is there anything you're interested in, David, except sitting there bloody moaning about everything you see? You know. Is that the case? John, Sam, I'm a little bit concerned actually. Are you accidentally sending me super chats instead of sending chats? You don't have to pay to send a message. Do you know that? I'm a little bit concerned. I mean, if you are, then that's fine. Just so long as you know you're doing it. Every time you send a chat, it's like every time you do send £2. Are you aware of that? I've got this terrible feeling you're going to get a big bill at the end of the month. And I don't think I can return it once it's been sent. I don't think there's a way of doing that if you've made a mistake. You know the little S button that you're pushing there? That actually sends me £2 every time from you, every time you send a chat. I mean, if you're happy with doing it, then that's fine, you know. But just so long as you know you're doing that, you should. There's a little box there. Just type in your message there. I don't know if you realise you're doing it or not, Sam. But if you do, then that's fine. Just so long. I wouldn't want you to be sending money accidentally, you know. All right, my friend. Just to let you know. John, you need to take I do need to take my tablets. I'm now 35 minutes late. I could die live on the air. Mind you, I might get a few more viewers doing that. All right. You do realise you're doing it. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, Sam. All right, that's all right then. Joseph McDonald is 409. Has everyone got a raffle ticket now? Okay, I've got to get ready for my mate. He'd go mad if I'm late. And that's it. Is that it? Okay, I think I've done all the raffle tickets. If I've missed you out, please speak now. Please speak now, and I'll put you in. Okay, right, gang, let's do today's birthdays. Happy birthday on this, what is it? Thursday. Happy birthday on this Thursday, the 17th of October, 2019. To Mike Bennett. Hello, Mike. He used to come into Penny Farthing. That's where Joe, you'd know Mike Bennett. He was one of our Penny Farthing people there. Happy birthday to Mike Bennett today. Happy birthday to David Kinnersley. Happy birthday, David. Steve Dan. Good morning, Steve. Very butchering that white vest. Good morning, Steve. Happy birthday to you. Peter Evans today is 40 years old. Morning, Peter. David Victor Poliquette. Good morning to you, sir. Happy birthday to David. Darren Niland today is 48 years old. Charlotte Horndon. Happy birthday to you, Charlotte. Or Homden. Is it Homden? I beg your pardon. Charlotte Homden. Happy birthday to you. And Rob Shaggy Kershaw, who's with us sometimes. He's not with us this morning. Today is 32 years old. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Lots of people wishing people happy birthday there. It's always nice, people wishing people happy birthdays there. I'll read them out here, I think, today. Sam458 wishing people happy birthday. Michael Lawrence wishing you happy birthday. Where are the other ones? Rachel. Ellie Scott Shaw, look, Matthew Van. Oh, thank you. He's received his badge. Thank you, Matthew. Glad you got it this morning. All right, Fran, Roy, Russ. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. You're wishing everyone else happy birthday. Very nice of you all. Okay, gang, that's it for the show today. If you didn't get your raffle ticket, please claim by email. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. If you're watching a recording of the show, you can get your ticket by email. Remember, only one ticket per show. You can claim your ticket right up to the beginning of the next show. Have a lovely day, boys and girls, and it's time to go and do my lilies now because it's got very grey out there, and I don't want to have to be out there on my hands and knees when it's raining. It'd just be like being on Hampstead Heath. Cheerio.